Hi, I'm Lisa, an international transformation specialist. And what that means is that I help people embrace the most powerful truth of all, that who you've been doesn't limit who you're becoming. So today we're talking about the quiet, powerful act of giving yourself permission to evolve and grow. Have you ever felt stuck in an identity that no longer fits? Like maybe you're still showing up as the strong one or the fixer or the people pleaser. For me, it was the competent one. Even though deep down you've outgrown that role or you simply don't want to have it anymore. You want to reinvent yourself. This video is your permission slip to become who you really are now. So see if any of these sound familiar to you. Have you ever felt guilty or afraid for changing your mind or direction when you think, "Oh, I'm supposed to be going this way," and then it's like, "No, I'm going to go that way," but then you judge yourself about it? Or maybe you worry about what other people will think if you shift your identity or you change your career or you express beliefs that are different than the ones they know you've held. Holding on to past labels like the dependable one, the achiever, or as I said, the competent one, right? Are you clinging to something that just simply doesn't fit anymore? And you're wanting to change, but maybe you don't want to disappoint the version of you that other people are used to, right? You don't want to disappoint them and how they feel about you. Or maybe you're afraid that you'll lose some people who are important to you. So it's not too late to evolve. It never it is. We're always evolving. It's a fallacy to think that we're not, but we can hold on to things. And I'd like to offer you some ideas for different perspectives that you can use as guides. Okay, if you want to change. Evolution is natural, it's necessary, and it's often nonlinear. So, what I mean by that is that things change and it's not a absolute every time is the same way. It meanders and as we do, right? So that kind of change is natural. It's a part of life and it's a part of nature. So it does require self-compassion, that you're kind to yourself, because when we change, sometimes we have bumps and we make mistakes or we feel uncomfortable. So be kind to yourself. And your soul doesn't need permission to grow. It's growing anyway. But your ego that thinks that it has to stop things and start things and control things, that's the one that needs permission. The ego, which is the thinking, it's nothing more than the thinking mind, needs to know it's okay. You can step out of the way and let me change. And you are allowed to outgrow your dreams and your relationships. What you wanted 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago might be very different than what you want today, not only in relationships, but even maybe in work or how you want to live your life or location, right? So you evolve and you grow. And there's no timeline for becoming a certain way because you're always going to be evolving. I'm older in my years and I've noticed that I'm still evolving. It's still changing. And that's a good thing. You're allowed to pivot whenever you want to, live your life the way you want to, and give yourself permission to do that. So letting go of a past version of yourself creates space for that wholeness so that you're not in pieces. You can be all of it and you can be changing all the time. So I want to give you, offer to you an action that you can take that might be supportive of you. And that is a journal prompt. Okay. So you can write down, what part of me have I outgrown, but I'm still holding on to it out of habit or guilt or maybe fear of what will happen if I change. And then write a little bit about that, what the habit is or what the part of you is that you've outgrown. And then write a one sentence permission slip, right? That you're giving yourself permission to evolve. So it might start with something like, I no longer need to be, for example, for me, the competent one. I no longer need to be the competent one. And then end and fill in whatever's right for you, right? Whatever you no longer need to be. And then end it with, I now allow myself to be or to become, and then you fill that in, whatever it is that you want to replace that with. So if you feel seen in this, please make sure to like and subscribe. And if you're ready to evolve with support, check out the resources below and transformational programs linked below. And you are allowed to become new.